In the silent cemetery, John Harrison knelt before his daughter's gravestone, sobbing as if life had been ripped from him. He never imagined that Isabella, his little girl, was alive, and soon she would reveal a truth that would change everything forever. The cemetery was cold, hushed, a chill cutting through the skin. John's steps dragged as he walked alone, face downcast, lost in grief. It had been 2 months since he buried Isabella. A weekend at the stepmother Stella's cabin in the remote woods of upstate New York had turned into a tragedy no one could foresee. The cabin had burned. Firefighters found only rubble and Isabella's belongings. John hadn't questioned it. He had accepted her death. Since then, he survived on the comfort of Stella's almost maternal affection and on the support of his brother Mark, 2 years younger and his business partner. Mark had said every day, "I'll handle the company. You just try to stay on your feet. I'm with you, brother." Kneeling before the gravestone, John let the weight crush him. Fingers tracing the cold inscription, he whispered, "Beloved daughter, rest in peace. How am I supposed to rest if you're not here anymore?" Tears fell freely. He pulled a silver bracelet from his pocket, the gift he gave her last birthday, and held it as if it were her tiny hand. "You promised you'd never leave me, remember? And now I don't know how to breathe without you." His chest burned with guilt. What if I had gone with her? What if I had arrived in time? And in that moment, a shadow behind a tree moved, thin, tear-streaked eyes fixed on him. Isabella. Alive! She had escaped. Her heart pounded. Her tiny fingers clung to the tree bark. Seeing her father so broken, it was a torture no child should endure. She wanted to run, to hug him, to scream, but fear held her back. If her kidnappers discovered her escape, they might harm him too. Hours earlier, Isabella had returned to her prison in the cabin. She lay on the worn mattress, pretending to sleep. The dark room smelled of dust and despair. Then, laughter, voices, muffled conversation. She crept to the door. Light from the living room spilled through the crack. "It's been 2 months already, Mark," Stella said, venom dripping in her calm tone. "No one suspected a thing. Everyone believed the fire." Mark laughed low. "And that idiot husband of yours, crying like a wretch. If he knew the truth." Stella raised her wine glass. "Let him cry. Meanwhile, the inheritance, it's ours. Slowly, the poison is taking effect." Isabella's body froze. Poison! Panic shot, her body trembling. Every sip, every tea, every meal, carefully prepared to kill her father. Betrayal. Heartbreak. Her tears fell. "They are my kidnappers. Stella, Mark, the ones I trusted." Her fear ignited a desperate courage. She knew she had to save her father, no matter what. When the house quieted, Isabella moved. Slowly, silently, she pushed open the back window. Cold grass hit her knees. The forest awaited. Every branch snapping underfoot threatened to betray her escape. But nothing could stop her love for her father. "I have to reach him. I have to save him." The night was long, the darkness endless. Hunger, cold, fear, all ignored. Only one thought drove her: reunion with John. By dawn, she saw the city streets. Stumbling, exhausted, she reached John's mansion. And then she paused for a moment. Fragile, desperate, she pounded on the door, first softly, then louder. "Dad! Dad!" The door opened. John Harrison froze. His eyes widened, mouth open in silent disbelief. "Isabella!" Without thinking, she leapt into his arms. The hug was fierce, desperate, binding months of pain, fear, and love. "It's you, my daughter. My God, I can't believe it," John sobbed. Through tears, Isabella whispered, "Dad, I didn't die in the fire. Stella, "Mark, they set it up. They are trying to kill you." John's grief transformed into fury. Rage ignited like fire. "They'll pay, both of them, for every tear, every night we lost." John and Isabella devised plan. John would pretend to be dying, fragile, weak, a pawn in the villain's game. Isabella would return to the cabin one more week, then meet him at the old iron bridge in Central Park. They rehearsed the plan in whispers, every step calculated, every gesture precise. "From today, they think they have me in their grasp, but we're the ones pulling the strings." Tears returned to Isabella's eyes, but now they were tears of pride and courage. She was no longer just a victim. She was part of the fight. John performed his own death. Publicly, the world mourned him. The funeral was theatrical. Cameras, grief-stricken relatives, mourning employees. Stella cried the perfect widow. Mark the devoted brother. Behind closed eyes and hidden corners, John observed, heart split in two. One half mourning his death, the other feeding the fire of vengeance. The villains believed themselves untouchable. They were arrogant and blind. The day of the inheritance probate arrived. Stella and Mark were confident. John and Isabella entered together, alive. Shock, horror, disbelief. For 2 months they mourned my death, my daughter, all a performance, John roared. Isabella revealed everything, hidden recordings, audio confessions, evidence of poisoning. The villain's facade crumbled. Police restrained Stella. Mark's face went pale. The public saw the truth. John and Isabella returned home. The mansion was silent, but safe. They restored her room. Dolls, books, and memories intact. She slept, finally at peace. The cemetery beckoned. Father and daughter returned. John broke the gravestone that had imprisoned their memory. "I wasn't born to be buried, Dad. I was born to live," Isabella declared. They walked away, together, free, alive, strong. The story didn't end with death. It began with courage, love, and the will to reclaim life.